Folks, I was talking to John Cena and he said, hey, Torque brother, I hate my Honda Civic. And folks, I'm here to tell you exactly why. John Cena said, hey, it's $46,000. Money doesn't matter to me. But he said for that money, I could have bought a GR Corolla for $39,000. And then he's got an extra $10,000 to do anything because he's got unlimited money. So that doesn't really matter. But it's his words. Folks, Hyundai Elantra Type N is $34,000. Do you get similar looks, performance, and reliability out of that Hyundai? No, but it's worth talking about it in this video, so we're covering it. Folks, firm ride quality. I'm trying to go to the grocery store. I don't want to feel every bump in the road.
Yeah.
I don't want that deep connection to the driving experience. I just want to snooze. I gotta shift gears because they don't come in automatic. The click that some enthusiasts might find satisfying, I don't have time for that. I got kids yelling behind me because they're strapped in on this four-door beast of a sports car, but I don't have time for it. I wish I had a minivan right now. I'd have even more room and even more luxury and even more disconnection to the road because I'm just trying to get from point A to point B, and that's why the Type R is not the car for John Cena. Folks, there's limited headroom, so if you're tall and you're wearing a helmet to the racetrack, there's a lot less room than a F-150 or a minivan. Folks, last reason John Cena hates this one, there's no automatic transmission option. You have to be engaged. If you're driving that car, you gotta be driving it. You gotta experience the shifting, the connectedness to the vehicle, and that's not for everybody. For every vehicle, we're making a top 5 reasons you should and should not buy. This is one of the hardest videos to come up with reasons not to buy a vehicle. The Type R is just solid. If you're trying to find a track rat to enable you to learn how to race a car, push it to its limit, it's super forgiving. Yeah, I can do some snap oversteer, but it's front wheel drive and you can push throttle out of a spin, oversteer. You can also tune the suspension to be a little bit softer. There's so much tunability baked in without even going to coilovers or anything. The brake pedal feel, a lot of folks don't talk about on YouTube and things like that, but understanding how to drive a vehicle at its peak, having a consistent, firm brake pedal feel is huge.
Yeah.
And on my 370Z, it's so hard to understand where the caliper actually is with the brake pads. There's a little bit of that dead zone. On the Type R, it's so tight and you have that deep connection, not just to the brakes and the throttle and the shifter, but the overall chassis is just so well balanced. I don't know, maybe the Supra is a good summary. The Supra is heavier though, and with the rear-wheel drive, it does handle it differently. But this is a really special vehicle.
The only thing that I would say that does belong in this video is it's still 46 grand. 46 grand is 46 grand.
Yeah.
That's an expensive car. This car back 20 years ago would have been your not such a premium, I think. This would have been something more affordable. I don't know what price it would have been back in the day, but it probably, the amount of cars that are less than $46,000 that you can actually go out and have fun with are so minimal nowadays, so it sucks.
And pros and cons of the reliability, but they don't drop value.
No.
You buy one new and that's a great vehicle to buy new, but if you're waiting for it to reach the $30,000 mark, that's going to be a couple years. And by then you're out of warranty and things like that. With Honda, maybe it's not a huge issue, but it's still something you want to have.
Right.
So that's a challenge. And it is a Honda Civic. I know for enthusiasts, it's not really considered a Honda Civic because it's the Type R, and that's why we're excited about it.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if you're spending that kind of money on something that's fun, you really want to have something that also has the brand to where your wife can be proud of it.
If you're picking up your girlfriend for a first date or picking up a chick for a first date and they know nothing about cars, it's a Civic.
Yeah.
It's a Civic. But when you get there and the boys are in the back and they see a Civic Type R pull up,
they're like,
it's a Type R.
Get a Type R. But that's vehicles. It's about the bros. Tune in for more.